What is hard money or hard money lender or private money? You call it a lot of different things, but what is it? All right. Hard money lending is basically an individual or a company, right, that lend out money. And it's called hard money because I don't really know why it's called hard money. Maybe because you throw it in the freezer and you freeze it and they give it to you like an ice box. I have no idea. But basically, the term hard money, or what does it really mean, is overpriced money. Put it that way. It's just expensive money, but it doesn't really matter unless if your deal works. Shoot, if somebody gives me, lets me borrow $100 and charges me $100,000 in interest, but it's going to make me $1 million, hell yeah, I'll do it, right? It doesn't really matter what you're paying in interest if you got a stupid good deal, okay? But in general, hard money is basically somebody who comes in and gives you money at a higher interest rate. Possibly they don't check your credit score. Maybe it's an asset-based lending. Basically, asset-based lending is they look at the asset, right? They say, okay, this cup is worth $10,000 and you're buying it for, $7,000. So yes, that is a good deal because there's $30,000 in equity there. So I will give you a loan as for $7,000 at a 10% interest, 12% interest with a couple of points. Basically means every point is like 1% a fee for the amount, right? So if it's $100,000 and it's 2 points, they're going to charge you $2,000 just for a fee plus your 10% interest per year, right? So it's going to be a 10% interest per year. So basically you got to, if you hold it for a year, if you get a loan for $100,000, you're going to pay them back $110,000 plus those 2 points, which is $2,000. So they really made $12,000, that hard money lender. It could be a bank. There's banks out there like brokers that do hard money lending, or there's people who do it private money. They call it private money lending or hard money lending as well through a private individual. Now, private lending with individuals is a lot better because sometimes their money is cheaper, right? Like 4%, 5%, 6%, depends the relationship and the project you're going to buy from them. It can be 8%, whatever it is, you negotiate. But that's what hard money is. Is it hard to find hard money? No, there's really easy to find hard money. A couple of tips on what not to do with hard money lenders is don't send a deposit up front. Like say, send me $1,000 and I'll find you hard money. No, don't do that, right? You only pay their fees when they fund. Like if they fund your deal on the closing table, on the closing statement, if they had a $500 fee or $2,000 fee for whatever it is, you can go ahead and pay for that. Now, there are some fees that you do have to pay, right? Like they have an appraisal fee, it can be $500-$600, right? They might have like an inspection fee, another $400-$500, right? There's certain fees that you got to pay because the hard money guy is not going to pay that out of pocket, right? So there is some fees, but as far as like just money out there just for them, like especially like $2,000, they might have a loan application fee of $150-$200. That's cool. If it's $1,500, hell no. Like, no, because nothing guarantees they're actually going to give you your money. You just throw money away. Okay. So that's a hard money loan. And usually these loans are 6 months, 3 months, 6 months, a year. Maybe you can extend it a little bit more, but usually they're within a year. Okay. They're due within a year and they're a little bit higher interest. They don't check your credit. They won't check your income, your debt to income ratio. Basically, maybe you're over leveraged. They don't care about that. They're really basing the lending on what you're buying. Right? Some hard money lenders want you to put a down payment. Some won't. Some depends if, on the total project, right? If the total project is worth $100,000 and their terms are like, hey, we'll lend you up to 75% of the total cost of the project. And you got that project under contract for $50,000 and maybe you only need $10,000 for remodel. Well, you only need 60. And if it's worth 100 and this lender will loan up to 75% of the value of the future value of the property, that means they'll give you 75% of 100,000. So they'll give you 75K. If all you need is 60, they'll give you the 60 without a down payment. Most likely some will, depends on the relationship. All the ones that I use, yes, they would give me all of it. They would give me the 50K for the house and the 10K for the remodel. Okay. As long as it fell within that total future value of the 75% or less, right? So if the better deal you have, the better chance you have of not having to put any money out of pocket. That is a hard money loan. You got to pay it in 3 to 6 months. If you don't pay, Bruno's going to come out and break your knuckles, break your nose. No, I'm just kidding. No, not really. Well, unless you're going to the wrong place for hard money loans like that. No, that's not the right place. But nobody's going to come punch you in the face. Just make sure you have a good exit strategy and you can pay it back because these guys, the more you do with them, usually they'll lower the price just because they got a good relationship and you're a good client, right? And then if you got more deals, you say, hey, look, I got 3, 4, 5 deals a month. I can't be paying you 11%, right? I need it at 8.5, right? Or whatever it is you want to negotiate. And they'll probably negotiate it with you because you're a good customer. Hard money lending, that's what it is. And don't send them a lot of money up front. Don't forget. Thank you so much for watching my videos. Follow me on my other social media. I have Instagram, I got TikTok. Check out my website, javierhinojo.com. It'll be below on the video. I have a lot of things there for you. I have free calculators. I have meetups. I have live meetups. I have virtual meetups. I have a lot of information there, a lot of free tools for you guys to get started or to continue your real estate career. Check out the website and follow me in my other social media. Talk to you soon.